Welcome back to Pandemic Reign of Cthulhu. We are playing a two-player game, and up first in this episode is, of course, the Magician. And he has, right now, 3 Innsmouth cards, and he also has 2 relic cards. Song of Lang or Song of Kadath, Seal of Lang. Okay. And I had forgotten a couple episodes ago, the Hunter should have gotten a relic card when she defeated the Shoggoth, but I just let it slide, so I'm not going to bother giving her a relic card. So, of course, making the game even harder for ourselves. Okay, the Magician up first. He has 4 actions. And I really kind of want to get him over to Innsmouth, because that's what he's going to try and get 5 of the blue Innsmouth cards and try and close the Innsmouth gate. So I'm just going to have him move 1, 2, 3, and he'll go 4 to the market. And that's basically his 4 actions. Not very exciting, but I do want, well, maybe I'm going to put him here at the woods, because then it's closer to get over to Innsmouth. So he's at the woods with the Hunter. That's his 4 actions. Now it is time to draw 2 player cards. Draws 2 player cards. Good. He gets another Innsmouth and a Dunwich, which is not going to do him any good. So that gives him a total of 7 cards. Of course, he can have 8. That's his special ability as the Magician. But now we need to do the summoning cards. So we're going to have 2 of those. We're still in the 2 phase. We're going to get 1 cultist appearing at the swamp, and that's right here. And our second card at the park. Oh, and yes, the swamp card had the Shoggoth moves. So we're going to have to move the Shoggoth. And we get a cultist at the park, which is here. So just going back here, the first card we drew, of course, was the swamp. It has the symbol here at the bottom, meaning the Shoggoth moves. The Shoggoth's going to try to move to the closest gate. Well, it does that without a problem, because it goes to the hospital, which is 1 space away. That's, in fact, the closest gate. If we get another Shoggoth moves, it's going to go through the gate. Another old one is going to awaken, causing us issues. And that is basically, very quickly, our Magician's turn. He has 4 Innsmouth cards, so that's pretty good. Now, I think we need to try to get rid of that Shoggoth. I'm not sure how easily that's going to be done. Yeah, it's going to be an issue. All right, it's the Hunter's turn. Hunter, of course, has 4 actions. She really needs to go take the Shoggoth out. And so she's going to go 1 to the bus stop here. And unfortunately, she has no Innsmouth cards. Well, if she did, she'd want to trade them. But she's going to end up spending the red card, Kingsport. She has 2 Kingsport, 3 Arkhams, and a Dunwich. She's going to spend the red Kingsport. Because she's at the red station, now she can go anywhere she wants on the entire board. So that's her second action. Is going to take her to the hospital. As soon as she enters the space with the Shoggoth, to roll the insanity die, as I like to call it. And she gets a nothing. Wow, we've been so lucky this game, dodging the insanity bullets. So nothing happens for her sanity-wise. So that was 1. That was her second action, taking the bus trip here. Her third action, remember her special ability. Can take a look at it again here. Once per turn, you may defeat a Shoggoth for only 1 action. So that's pretty awesome. She just defeats him for 1 action. She still has an action left. And with her action left, I think she's going to move here to the pawn shop so she can get over there next time. And yes, she has defeated a Shoggoth, which means she gains a relic card. And she gets the warded box. It says, no sanity roll required to play this card. Until the end of your next turn, players need not do sanity rolls. Place the card in front of you as a reminder. Well, she'll hang on to that, because there might come a point in the game here where we need to do a lot of card play. But, of course, we have Yog-Sothoth in play, so only on your turn can you play a relic card. But the Magician, you can give or take 1 relic action for free. So the Magician can give and take relics for free anyway. That, of course, ends her 4 actions. Now it's draw 2 player cards. So she's going to get to draw 2 player cards. She gets a Kingsport and an Arkham. And what's her total count now? I better check that. She has 2 Kingsports, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, She does have 8 cards now, and I wonder... Yes, we're going to just discard the Dunwich because it's not going to do us any good. So she has 4 Arkham, 2 Kingsports. Yeah, and we're getting... Of course, if this deck runs out and we need to draw cards from it, we lose the game. It's getting kind of thin. So we have a built-in timer here, also causing us some issues. So that was her drawing 2 cards. Now it's double summoning time. So that Shoggoth is gone. So we don't need to worry about this symbol anymore. So we get 1 cultist at the Great Hall in Kingsport. And the Great Hall is right here. And our second summoning is going to be at the church in Dunwich. So the church, that's right here. All right, not too bad. And so continuing on with this episode, we're going to do 1 more turn of each the Magician, then the Hunter. And let's hope our Magician can get a 5th Innsmouth card and be able to close the Innsmouth gate. Okay. Unfortunately, he's going to have to take an awful long way away. So he ultimately wants to get to the hospital here because that's where the gate is. So he's got 4 actions. He's just going to go 1, 2, 3. You know what? 4. He's just going to move. So he's in place now. Let's hope that when we draw the 2 cards, we can get an Innsmouth. So he draws 2 cards. He gets an Arkham and a Kingsport. And that's going to put him, wow, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 9 cards, so not terrible. He can get rid of a Dunwich card. That keeps him within his limit of 8. But we're still looking for another Innsmouth card, and it just didn't happen. We do have 5 Arkham cards now. So if we can get them both over to Arkham, we can close the gate over there. But that's not happening immediately. But I think we're in pretty good shape. And now it is so that was his drawing 2 player cards. Yes, now we need to do the summoning phase. So we get 1 cultist appearing in the theater, which is now there's 3 at the theater. That's not great. And another cultist appearing in Arkham at the diner. The diner is right here. And there's only 5 cultists left in the bucket. But now it's the Hunter's turn. And as we know, the Hunter only needs 1 action to wipe out all cultists. So she's going to go 1. And her second action then will remove all the cultists there. That's her second action. Her third is to move to the diner. Her fourth is to get rid of the 2 at the diner. Boom. Her 4 actions are done very rapidly. And now she gets to draw 2 cards, and let's hope that we have an Innsmouth. We have an Innsmouth. We also have an Evil Stirs. And so this, of course, is not going to count towards her card hand limit. We're just going to have to play it. And then we're going to have to deal with the card limit, which she'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She'll have 8 cards. All right, we have to do the Evil Stirs first, and then we'll deal with the rest. So she has to fight the Madness. And to fight the Madness, of course, she rolls a Sanity die. This time she's going to lose 1. So she is down to 2 of her 4 Sanity. That's not terrible. Awakening, reveal the next old one. This is always a treat. Our third old one awakens, and it's Yig. It's another ongoing event. Sealing gates requires 1 additional clue card from a connected town. That is a bad one, and I think we're going to be using the Seal of Laying to negate that ability. So I don't like that one. And then next, a Shoggoth appears. So we have to go to the bottom of the summoning deck here. We pull the bottom card off, and a Shoggoth is going to appear at the police station in Arkham. Well, that's not too bad because, of course, our Hunter can get over there and get rid of it. Police station in Arkham. And the last part of the Evil Stirs card, of course, it's our third or fourth. Shuffle the summoning deck discard pile and put them on top. So we have all of these cards. We're going to put them on top, and this could be this could start getting bad very quickly, because now we have 3 at the theater. If we pull the theater, we're going to be in trouble. We'll be in trouble. We could get in trouble here. All right, shuffled on top of the deck. For the hunter, we're going to draw 2 summoning cards. First summoning card doesn't have a move, so that's good. Oh, it's the police station. All right, so a cultist joins the Shoggoth here at the police station. We can live with that. And the next card we have is the theater, which just caused us our first overrun in the game. We have 3 cultists at the theater. You're not going to add a 4th one. What you do is you awaken another old one. So going downhill quickly. And we awaken Shudmel, I guess. All players collectively lose 3, 4, or 5 sanity tokens if you're playing a 2, 3, or 4 player game. So we have to collectively lose 3 sanity tokens. How do we want to do that? Well, I do believe we're going to have the hunter lose her last 2. And that's going to make her go insane. And so flip her over, and her abilities change each turn. The first time you enter a location with no cultists, roll a die on any sanity loss result. Each time the first time you enter a location with no cultists, roll a die. On any sanity loss result, place a cultist instead. Ignore all other results. Remove all cultists when doing the defeat cultist action. So, but you know what? The ultimate plan here is she's not going to be insane for too long, because we have the Song of Kadath. Next episode, the magician's going to go first. He's going to use that relic to bring her back from insanity. So the third sanity token is going to come off the magician. He now has 3 of his 4 sanity. So he has pretty much got all of his faculties intact. And so that's not the biggest issue. Now the hunter lost her ability to get rid of a Shoggoth in one shot. But I think when the magician gets her sanity back next episode, we'll be okay. So that was the drawing of the 2 things. Oh, and we have to look after her cards. And so she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. 8 counting her relic, which I think we want to keep the relic. So, and we have, we're going to have to get rid of the Kingsport card, which might be our undoing, because we want to keep the Innsmouth, give that to the magician so he can close the Innsmouth gate. We want to keep the 4 Arkhams because our magician has an Arkham card, which would allow us to close the Arkham gate. Wow, this is it's getting tough. This is getting tough. And of course, we're running out of cards to draw out of the draw deck. So 2 more episodes and our playthrough will be completed, because that's all the cards that are left in the deck for us to do. Wow, okay, that's unfortunate. Now, the other thing is, I guess our other option is she could play the warded box. Why doesn't she, instead of dumping out the Kingsport card, which we could very well need, I think she's just going to play the warded box. And you can do that when your hand size exceeds your limit. You can play relic cards to negate that. Now, she's insane, so when she uses a relic, she doesn't have to roll a sanity die anyway. But it says no sanity roll is required to play this card anyway. So until the end of her next turn, players need not do sanity rolls. Place this card in front of you as a reminder. So I'm going to put that on her card, so I remember that when I film the next episode. And so all of the Hunter's episode, or the Magician next time, and the Hunter next time, the first 2 turns, nobody has to roll sanity dice. So that may very well help us. So this doesn't have to be rolled. Whew. Well, I don't know if we did well or not. We do have enough cards now to close the Arkham gate, close the Innsmouth gate, but we're going to have to transfer cards back and forth. We have 4 of the 7 old ones awoke now. This ongoing ability, having to add 1 extra card to close a gate, we're going to get rid of that with the Seal of Lang. Wow. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking my videos if you do. Join me next time for the continuation of Pandemic Reign of Cthulhu, doing a 2-player complete playthrough. And yes, we will be concluding this in a couple more episodes, because that's all the cards we have left in the player deck. All right, thanks for watching along, and we'll see you next time.